What's up, guys? So I'm going to talk to you about Nearpod and what you can do with it and what it's all about. So basically, Nearpod is a way to spice up how to teach a lesson. You can use it to do slides. You can insert things like quizzes and open-ended questions, and you can do cool things with it like virtual reality and this kind of draw it whiteboard thing that I'll get into. So basically, a student will have Nearpod downloaded on a device, or they can use a web browser, and it'll be just like Kahoot, where you'll have a code and they'll submit it. And then they'll join, and then they'll be able to see what the teacher sees. Submit your name, you'll be able to see the student list there, and you're good to go. So then let's talk about some of this cool stuff that you can do with Nearpod. So one of the things that I talked about was the virtual reality experience. So with virtual reality, you can put an image or multiple images on here, and it'll give students the virtual reality feeling of being in the picture. So it'll give them, a 360-degree view of the location where the picture was taken. So, this will be good idea if you're doing something in a lesson to give the students an appreciation of what it was like to live or be in a certain place. Another cool thing that they have, you can insert quizzes into a Nearpod. Once the quizzes are done, they're pretty much graded instantly in a relatively fast fashion. You can give students feedback within the same manner relatively fast. When the students complete it, you'll be able to see, and all the stuff that gets completed by the students in Nearpod, the answers and stuff is only visible to the teacher. The other students can't see it, so that's really good for a low-risk environment, so students won't feel conscious about, having a wrong answer, and they'll be more inclined to participate and to be engaged. So from a student standpoint, if you have a quiz on here, it looks something like this. You'd answer the questions, and you keep going, and you would submit it, and if I'm the teacher, I would get a notification when you submitted that. One of the other cool things that you can do is do a draw it, which is basically like a whiteboard, and a teacher can put up a question, or this works better with like math problems. So from a student point of view, maybe do something with a math problem. So you do stuff like that. You guys get the idea. So you would send it, then submit it. The teacher would be able to receive it, and there we are. Another cool option that comes with Nearpod is this concept of open-ended questions. So teachers can ask these questions within the lesson to students to basically assess while they're doing this, to see if students are picking up the material. So what this would look like from the student's standpoint was, ask a question, okay, what is an adjective? Same concept. You send it, the teacher gets a list of, who submitted it. So on top of that, you can get a sense of, who's participating, who's not, make sure everybody is participating. And then if you haven't noticed over here with a lot of this stuff, there's this share button. So you can share answers, but they're nameless, which, protects the student with, like I said, that whole low risk thing. And on top of that, you can share answers with the class to further develop class discussions. So those are basically some of the cool things that you can do with Nearpod. You're pretty much shaking up a way how to do a lesson by implementing some cool things, and hopefully that gives you guys a better idea of what Nearpod is all about.